If I go over, I go over. What I have done, I need to be quiet because I literally have an hour and a half, okay? I have a massage at 1 o'clock.
Yo, guys, not a networking event. Please. Especially if you're not in this class. Just be quiet, let's listen. Thank you.
What I have is, I'm going to post this. I'm not going to waste your time on it now. But I have a breakdown of what is going to be covered from each chapter. So I will post that along with my notes. I'm not going to go over that now. It tells you where the emphasis is on the chapters. Basically, it's time value of money, bonds, net present value, and internal rate of return. And this, literally, don't write notes. You don't need to. I will send them to you. Also, I also have index cards by chapters that I've been using throughout the semester that my students know. I'll post those as well. I'm not going to waste my time talking about them, but if it's got an extra, you don't need to know it. I have about 10 pages of index cards. But where I'm spending my time this morning is in the problems from 2 sample finals. I also have a third one that I am going to be posting that has the answers only. So, for example, here's a time value of money question. There's going to be, I want to say, at least 7 to 10 of these questions out of the 50. All right, you will invest, I'm on number 5, everything that I'm going through today is circled in red. You will invest $500,000 in an account today in anticipation of having some wealth available when you retire in 38 years. The rate on the account is 4% a year with annual compounding. What will your account balance be worth at your retirement date? That's chapters 5 through 6. If you want me to use my calculator on this, because this is pretty basic, I will, but those are the type of questions you're going to be asked. If you want me to stop and do it, let me know. Here's one that we really didn't do 12 payments a year, but there will be some on the test that are leases, house payments, etc. Number 9, you set up a savings account in which you deposit $500 at the end of each month for the next 10 years. The account's interest rate is 4.8%. How much money will you have in 10 years? So, 12 payments a year. You're going to have $500 as your payment. Next 10 years, number of payments is 10 years times 12. My interest a year, you don't change the interest payment. If you don't have this type of calculator, you're pressing different buttons. Most of my students have this one. So we're starting with 0. Should be able to get this. $76,816. Y'all can do that with 12 payments a year? Yes, no, maybe so. Not wearing heels today, can't throw anything really.
That was a 0 present value, you said?
What?
Was that a 0 present value?
Yes. This is a future value and a 0 present value. So that's the other key that you would add to that. Thank you, Elizabeth. All right, I may come back to this one. This one is like a long one, Dallas Cowboys signing bonus, but I'll probably have this. All right, 11, Kinco is considering leasing a new snowplow for $700 a month for 5 years. The lease payments are end of month. Alternatively, King can buy the machine for $33,099. Calculate the lease's implied financing rate per year. All right, so we're still at 12 payments a year. you have 5 years times 12 is 60 is your N. Your payment is $700. Your present value, because you could buy it now, y'all are generating a lot of heat, I'm getting really hot. So there's my future value, may have to re-enter that. So my interest a year, because I did do negative, this has to be negative. So, your payments are 60 is my N. My present value is negative 33,099. My payments are 700. My future value is 0. My interest a year, God damn it. I'll have to come back to that.
Present value was.
Is it present value?
Yeah, it was a little short.
Right, 33,099, negative, present value, 700, payment, 0, future value, 60, and interest a year, yeah, there it is, 9.7. What did I do, Artie?
It was 3,000.
Oh, that could explain it,
99.
really fast. All right, so you're gonna have to be able to toggle back and forth, because when you have 90s, did you all get that, how I did that?
Yeah.
Elizabeth? Yes?
I'll figure it out later. I'll help you after class.
No, you literally put the present value in negative, you put in the payment positive, and your future value.
That's what I was
Next time you bring juice, Elizabeth, I want alcohol to go with it.
thinking.
I
No,
got
there's
you.
too many people unknown in this class.
I know.
Next time I'll bring in a flask.
You know what are they gonna do, fire me when I'm educating, you know,
Like,
other people's kids?
kick me out of school. It's not all about you.
I couldn't even say that. It's other people here, but what would I usually call you if they were here, Elizabeth? Okay.
It's a very inappropriate word.
I would call Elizabeth a bitch.
Yeah,
18. Consider the dividend growth formula for valuing a common share of stock. If the common stockholders' required rate of return increases and the growth rate of the expected dividend stream decreases, how will the value of the price of the stock be affected? This is what I would suggest you do. Put it in a formula, because you know the dividend growth formula. I did, here's my dividend, right? R minus G. So I took my dividend and I used 10 minus 5, and then I increased both of it. I increased it from 10 to 12 for my R and from 5 to 2 for my growth rate. When you do that, play with it. They give you a question like this, a concept question. I will say this, and I've said it to my students, they are probably going to be using these 2 sample finals. The concept questions will probably be the same, so if you go through them, and I have answers with all of them, most of them are solved, they're too lazy to write their own, again. They must be, right, because they're sending me all their students. Dicks.